Hey everyone, it's been a long time since I've done one of these gigantic compilations, so I thought I'd do one, and I really hope you all enjoy it, because it really is massive. There's a lot of different types of stories in here, and some of them are going to be very disturbing, ranging from murder to sexual assault, so if you want to avoid topics like that, you might want to skip this one altogether. All that being said though, let's go ahead and get started, and I hope you all enjoy all these creepy stories. And if you ever want to send your own, you can send your story at southerncannibal.com. Without any more further interruptions, let's get started. And remember to always stay hungry. Hey everyone, I'm on night shift tonight, so I figured I'd finally type this out. It's been ongoing for a few weeks, but it seems to be over now. I hope so at least. So I'm in between places to live right now. My old apartment got condemned, so I'm splitting my time between my brother's home and my boyfriend's home while trying to find an apartment. I'm a 24-year-old female, by the way. Unfortunately, however, we're in a really hardcore housing crisis down here right now, so it's taking longer than I'd like. So my boyfriend has only been living here for a couple of months. He shares a yard with his neighbors, which is rented out by the same landlord. The neighbors really gave me no bad impressions at first. It's a husband, a wife, a daughter, and somebody whose relation to the family was never really made clear to me. He's a guy though, mid-40s. So the first thing that kind of got me thinking was the fact that their bedroom activities could be heard, like loudly. Anytime they were in the bedroom and we were outside, we could clearly hear everything. This wasn't a huge bother though. So anyways, one night around midnight, we could hear an actual chainsaw being used inside of their house, accompanied by screams. Well, my boyfriend had the brilliant idea to go over there, but I managed to convince him that we should just call the police. I don't really know what the outcome of that was, but the next day, we saw all of them at one point or another, and nobody seemed to have been hurt. The next thing I found to be strange was when the wife had come outside as I was leaving for work. She was wearing nothing but sweatpants. To make it clear, I saw titties. She just carried on doing what she was doing. The next thing, which seemed to be the final straw for my boyfriend, was when he and I were trying to sleep. They had randomly started stomping on the floor inside of their house and started chanting. I'm not really sure what they were saying, if anything at all, but he was getting restless. So the next day he went over to the husband and he then told them that they needed to keep it down. Both he and his wife were acting confused and they played dumb. My boyfriend jumped to the conclusion that they were definitely on drugs, and I won't lie, so did I. But they argued profusely that they didn't do any of that. Well, this verbal altercation lasted a few minutes before my boyfriend simply told them to stay on their side of the yard and to stay quiet. This lasted for a whole day before the wife had come outside wearing nothing but a sports bra and sleep shorts and then fell asleep by their fire pit. I'm a nurse by trade, so I went to see if she was okay, and I found out that she wasn't even breathing. As you can imagine, I called 911. An ambulance came and got her, along with two of the others, who were also all unconscious inside of the house. I had remembered after all of this was settled that my boyfriend had said once upon meeting them that the wife had mentioned that all of their windows were unopenable. Well, they had suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning. None of them passed during this ordeal, thankfully. All three survived, but I haven't seen them since, and I highly doubt that they'll be back in the house. I guess what I'm trying to say is be safe and make sure that your house is up to code before you move in. We're currently in the process of having our own house checked, just to be on the safe side. Before starting my story, I want to say that I don't remember the exact names of the individuals involved here. However, it is public information, and it's been on the local Arizona news, so I'm sure you could find more information by looking up the details. I'm just sharing my own personal knowledge and memory from this incident, so some of the details may be slightly incorrect or have changed after some more info was released. About 10 years ago or so, something really tragic occurred within the neighborhood.